Financial mistakes do not always hurt immediately, but after 71, wrong decision can quietly affect retirement for years. People spend decades building stability, protecting savings and creating a peaceful retirement life. But financial trouble does not always begin with a major disaster. It often begins with small things given away too easily. House title savings access, personal independence, or habits that slowly remove financial control. Helping family is important. Being generous also matters. But retirement years require balance. Because once certain things are gone, rebuilding them after 70 becomes much harder. Here are things older adults should never give away if they want to protect long-term financial stability. Point 1. Giving away complete control of a bank account can become a serious mistake later in retirement. Older adults sometimes add relatives to accounts for convenience. Others share passwords or allow unlimited access without clear boundaries. In emergencies, trusted help can be useful, but full financial control in another person's hands may create major problems. Over time, unexpected withdrawals, spending disagreements, or financial confusion can slowly damage retirement security. Financial experts often recommend keeping personal oversight whenever family members assist with bills or daily tasks. Maintaining visibility over personal finances helps protect independence and reduces long-term risk. Point 2. A home transferred too early can create financial pressure. Later in life, retirees sometimes transfer property ownership to children. While still living in the house, at times it is done to avoid future complications. At times it comes from emotional pressure or family expectations, but once ownership changes, control may also begin to disappear. Unexpected family conflicts, death issues, or legal problems can eventually affect the property. In certain situations, older adults lose the ability to make important decisions about where they live. A home is not only emotional security for retirees, it can also serve as important financial protection during difficult years. Point 3. Retirement savings used for non-essential problems can slowly weaken long-term financial stability. Retirement often comes with rising medical expenses, home repairs, and unexpected costs. Even healthy older adults may suddenly face expensive situations. Relatives sometimes ask for financial help. Other situations may involve unnecessary purchases or temporary problems that are not true emergencies. Helping others can feel meaningful in the moment, but savings become much harder to rebuild. After regular income slows down, financial planners often encourage retirees to protect personal savings carefully because stability becomes more important with age. Point 4. Financial privacy. Lost too easily can create pressure later in retirement. Sharing every detail about savings, retirement income, or personal assets with too many people may invite unwanted influence. Requests for loans, financial favors, or repeated support sometimes increase. Once others know a retiree's situation, privacy helps older adults make decisions calmly, without outside pressure. Trusted professionals or carefully chosen family members may provide helpful support. But oversharing financial information can slowly create stress that affects long-term stability. Point 5. The habit of budgeting becomes more important after retirement. Years begin. Small purchases often feel harmless at first. A few subscriptions, frequent dining out, impulse spending during quiet days at home. But over time, small leaks can slowly reduce savings faster than expected. Budgeting after 70 does not need to feel restrictive. Simply helps older adults understand where money is going and what adjustments may protect long-term comfort. Consistency matters more than perfection. Point 6. The ability to ask financial questions should always remain active. Older adults sometimes stay silent during important conversations because they want to avoid conflict or embarrassment, but asking questions about contracts, investments, property decisions, or medical bills helps reduce costly misunderstandings later. Clear understanding becomes more valuable during retirement years. Point 7. Healthy skepticism can protect retirement stability. Phone scams, fake charities, and financial fraud often target older adults. Through urgency and emotional pressure, taking extra time before sending money or sharing personal information may prevent serious financial loss. Point 8. The ability to say no becomes extremely important after 70. Family members or friends may occasionally ask for repeated financial support. Without healthy boundaries, personal savings can slowly disappear faster than expected. Protecting retirement stability sometimes requires uncomfortable decisions. Point 9. Important personal documents should remain organized and protected. Property records, insurance papers, retirement information, and identification documents may become difficult to replace. Once lost, keeping everything secure helps reduce confusion and future stress. Point 10. Personal independence plays a major role in retirement confidence. Small daily decisions help older adults maintain control awareness and self-confidence. Financial independence and emotional independence often support each other later in life. Point 11. Healthcare planning becomes more important with age. Medical expenses can rise unexpectedly during retirement years. Prescription costs, mobility support, home care, and long-term assistance may eventually become necessary. Avoiding these conversations often creates larger problems later. Doctors and financial experts frequently encourage older adults to organize medical records, review insurance coverage carefully, and discuss future care preferences before emergencies happen. Planning ahead may reduce emotional stress, while protecting long-term financial stability. Point 12. Strong social connections can help protect financial well-being. Isolation affects more than emotions. It can also affect decision-making, awareness, and personal confidence. Older adults who remain socially connected often stay more informed about scams, healthcare resources, and community support. Simple conversations with trusted friends or relatives may provide valuable perspective during difficult moments. Retirement often feels more stable when social connections remain active. Point 13. Daily routines help support financial and personal stability. Consistent habits make it easier to manage appointments, medications, bills, and household responsibilities. Without structure, small problems can slowly become larger over time. Stable routines create awareness and help older adults stay organized during retirement years. Point 14. A strong sense of purpose remains valuable after retirement. Meaningful activities, hobbies, community involvement, or continued learning can support emotional well-being and healthier daily choices. Older adults who maintain purpose often remain more engaged, mentally active, and aware of their long-term needs. Point 15. Trust placed in the wrong person quietly destroy retirement stability. Older adults sometimes trust promises without asking enough questions. A business opportunity, a financial favor, a loan expected to be repaid later, or advice coming from someone who sounds convincing. But retirement savings usually have less time to recover after major financial mistakes. Scammers and dishonest individuals often target older adults because urgency and emotional pressure can weaken. Careful decision-making financial experts regularly recommend slowing down before making large financial decisions, especially when money, property, or personal information is involved. Extra caution may feel uncomfortable at first, but careful decisions often protect long-term peace. Independence and financial security, closing retirement stability barely disappears all at once. Small decisions repeated over time often create the biggest financial problems later in life. Protecting savings independence and personal control becomes more important with every passing year.